So you're welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining in. So we'll be solving this trigonometry today. We are asked to solve for x, y, and a. X, y, and a. X, y, and a. I said the first thing we should always do is to label the line. That the line opposite the right angle. This is the right angle. This line is your hypotenuse. And then the line opposite the theta angle, this theta angle, the line opposite it is your opposite. While the line that joins the theta angle and the right angle is your adjacent. So I hope you understand. The line opposite the right angle is your hypotenuse. The line opposite the theta angle is your opposite. While the line connecting or carrying the right angle and the theta angle is your adjacent. So always know that. And then the next thing to note is your SOHCAHTOA. Now we know what this means. This is sine, which says opposite over hypotenuse. And this is cosine, which says adjacent over hypotenuse. This is tangent, which says opposite over adjacent. So now we're asked to find x. Let's solve for x first. And to solve for s, what is the opposite? What's opposite this? This is this. So it means we have this and this. We have to solve for s. How do we do that? What should we use? We should use opposite and adjacent. We have these two, so we should solve with these two, opposite and adjacent. And this is it. Tan says opposite over adjacent. So that's why we're using tan, because we're working with opposite and adjacent, opposite and adjacent. So we'll say tan x degree is equal to, opposite is what? 7 over adjacent is 5. So now we've done this. What do we do next? We want this x to stand alone so we can solve for it. We don't want it joined to tan s because you can't find tan x with your scientific calculator. We need to solve for this x on its own. So it means it should be this way. S equal to, you remember when we do our calculations and we say if a number is plus 3 here, crossing over it becomes minus 3. So the same thing here, this is tan. Crossing over it becomes tan inverse. Becomes tan inverse. This is how it's written. And then our 7 over 5. So with your calculator, you click on tan inverse 7 divide 5. And when you do that, you will have x is equal to 54.46. If you don't know how to calculate this with your calculator, check my other videos. I've done that practically for us to understand how to punch in this so we can have our answer. So this is our S. Now we have our S. So what will Y be? Our Y should be 180 because we know that the sum of an angle in a triangle 180. And we always know that this right angle is what? 90. This angle is always, right angle is a 90. So 180 minus 90. X is now 54 plus 54.46. So 180 minus this, meaning add this and subtract them from 180. So when you've done that, you will have y equal to 35.54. So this is how to do this. So we found our x and our y. What are we left with? A. We are asked to find A. So how do we find A? What do we use? Our A is what? Hypotenuse. And we're using this, our angle. This is our hypotenuse. So what are we working with? We're working with opposite and hypotenuse. That's because we're using this angle. The angle. And this angle, don't forget that this angle x is now 54.46. So that's what we'll be working with. And the line opposite it is this. So we'll be working with this and this. So we can find this. So what do we use? We'll be using sine, which says opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. So we'll do this sine S is now 54.46 equal to, sign says opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is 7, hypotenuse is A. So what do we do for A to stand out, to stand alone so we can solve for it? We first multiply both sides. Multiply both sides. Multiply both sides by A. By A. So this is what I mean. A times sine 54.46 equal to 7 over A times A. We're multiplying by A. Don't forget this A. So this A can cancel out this A, and we're left with A times this, which is A sine 54.46 equal to 7. We want A to stand alone, so we still do this. Divide both sides by sine 54.46 so that A can stand alone, by sine 54.46. So this is what I mean. A sine 54.46 divided by sine 54.46 equal to 7 divided by sine 54.46. This cancel out this, and now our A is standing alone, so we can solve for it. So now what do? We say 7 divide sine 54.46. You use your calculator and type 7 divide sine 54.46. And when you've done that, you will have, what do we have? So 7 divide sine 54.46 will give us 8.60. So 8.60 is the answer for A. So go through it again so you can understand it better. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please. Thank you so much. And don't forget to watch my other videos so you understand it better. Thank you.